to the graduation ceremony for the Amazon Mechatronics and Robotics Apprenticeship Program graduation for Cohort 57. Really glad to be able to celebrate this day with all of you and your family members and friends who are here in person, and all of the people who have logged on to the live stream of the graduation. Hello out there, everyone. We really appreciate your support for being here today. My name is Dave Tucker. I'm Vice President for Workforce Development and Community Services here at Vincennes University. I have the honor and the privilege to work on a number of programs that VU runs in the non-traditional education and training space, as well as a number of community service programs that Vincennes runs, primarily down here in southwestern Indiana. A little bit of background on this program for the family members and friends that aren't real familiar with the program or the story behind it. Vincennes University has been in the business of training industrial maintenance technicians for a good long while. We've been doing 2-year degrees in that area for decades. And about a dozen years ago, we started up a training area around that here when we built this building and stood it up, and had to figure out how we were best going to serve employers southwestern Indiana, in Indiana, and across the country. And where we landed was on industrial maintenance and automation and robotics training. So this program is really the kind of the highest version of what we do in that space. And we're really glad to be partnered with Amazon and the third parties who employ the folks who come here to VU for this training. For the family members and friends that are here, I hope you know this is a really hard program, and all of our trainees have worked really hard to get to graduation today. Some of them have some experience around mechanical things, electrical things, technology things, some not. And our job here is to take those folks that Amazon and the third parties select for the program, and then the students who select themselves into the program to get them to this completion ceremony. In addition to all of the SOCA certifications, these are third-party certifications that come with this training, aside from the 12 weeks of training that have gone on, and moving forward in the Mechatronics and Robotics Apprenticeship Program. This program also comes with 18 credit hours of college credit from Vincennes University. So all of our graduates today are picking up a formal academic credential called a Certificate of Program Completion in Mechatronics and Robotics. For the graduates, for family members and friends, this is a big achievement. And most of our traditional college students who come here, they take somewhere between 12, that's a full load of credit hours in a semester, the last 16 weeks. Sometimes they'll take, 13, 14, 15, 16 is about the most that we recommend for students to typically take in the course of a semester. This is 12 weeks. So it's 12 weeks compared to 16 weeks, and it's 18 credit hours compared to a full load of somewhere, around 12 to 15 credit hours. So this is a really big achievement. For you graduates, if you ever doubted your ability to do college work, forget that, because you've done it seriously, and we hope that gives you the confidence to continue on and do whatever you want to do in life. If it means continuing with your college education and credentials, we'd love for you to stay with VU and finish out an associate's degree, or if you've already got an associate's degree, finish out a bachelor degree. We have all those available. And if you're a blue badge, meaning you work directly for Amazon, you've got $5,000 worth of credits that you can take tuition through VU's distance education program every year. So it's a great benefit, and you don't have to come back to Vincennes and take the classes. You can do them all online. So we really hope that you consider that. But I also know that you're at the end of a very difficult 12-week program, and you may not want to think about that today. Maybe sometime in the future. But it's a great achievement. We're really glad to be able to do this. A little bit of history. We've been training in industrial maintenance now for about a dozen years. It was the spring of 2019 when I had been working really hard to try to get a meeting with somebody from Amazon because we have a logistics training facility in Plainfield that's basically right across the street from Indy 1. And so we worked really hard to try to meet who we could. We knew we had some training things that might make sense. And I'd worked on it for years. And finally, one day, the head of North American Reliability calls me and says, "Hey, I'll be in Indianapolis. We got 30 minutes to talk. And you can have my time then." So that day in March, we met. We walked out of the 30-minute meeting, and he said, "There's some people at Amazon that are working on a project just like this. We want to visit some more." So by October of 2019, we had our first cohorts in this class. We taught it up in Plainfield. We did 2 cohorts up there that are called the legacy groups. And we realized, and Amazon realized, we were going to need to turn out a lot more techs than what we were going to be able to do through that particular model. So President Chuck Johnson, who sends his regards, said, let's think about moving this to Vincennes. We'll put it on campus. You'll get students can get a campus student experience, and we can turn a lot more techs out if we do it that way. So that's what we did. And so by March or April of 2020, we were ready to roll the program. But remember, there was this thing called the coronavirus pandemic that hit. It only set us back about 6 weeks. So by May of 2020, we were rolling this program. If you see photos of previous classes, we were masked. We were being careful. We put people in isolation if they got COVID. We did classes online. We did all kinds of things to keep this thing going. And now we're at the point where we've now graduated 56 previous cohorts and nearly 1,000 technicians through this program. So this is one of the most exciting things I've had a chance to work on at VU in the whole time that I've been here, 18 years. It's such a pleasure because we're able to really move our students forward in their knowledge, in their skills, and in their careers. So absolutely love it. We always like to bring students, speakers to graduations when we do these things to give them a chance to talk about how this class went, but also to give family and friends an opportunity to hear about the class. Oh, but first, lots of guests in the room. So I'd like to kind of go around the room, and if you've got guests, please stand up, say your name, and then tell us who you've got here accompanying you today. Let's start here.
My name is Hart. Today I have my mother and my brother, and it was a really hard program, but I enjoyed it.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Isaiah. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, brother, for being here. How about here?
My name is Dacia Red, and this is my mom, Michelle, and this was an experience of a lifetime, for sure.
Great. Thanks for being here.
Oh, and I'm from Georgia, but my new site is in Tampa, Florida.
All right. And where are you headed to?
STLE, St. Louis.
St. Louis. Is that where you came in from?
I come from Illinois, Collinsville.
All right. Good. Thanks for being here. Where did you come in from?
Georgia.
Georgia. All right. Who else we got? Yeah.
And I'm really want to thank you for everyone for being here, especially Nichols and Rockers too. and our teachers. And yeah, it is very hard program for me, but with all of you like strength and like helping my hands, so I did it. And we did it. Thank you so much.
And who do you have with you? All right. Thank you for being here. Good to have you here. How about here?
My name's Jordan. I have my dad, my sister, and my stepmom with me today. We're from Michigan, and I'm currently at the Det 6 location.
All right, great. Thanks for being here.
I am Kaylee, or Buckets, the rest of me. I have my mom and dad here with me. We are from Washington State. And yeah, I'll say my bit later.
Okay. So you came all the way from Washington State. Thank you very much for making the trip. Awesome. Great. How about back here?
My name is Ethan. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And this is my dad, my mom, and my sister. And yeah, this is a good thing.
Great. Thanks for being here.
My name is Luis. I brought my girlfriend, my brother-in-law, my sister, my other sister.
Okay, wait. Slow down. Okay. Keep going. Okay. Take it easy. Okay, we got 4. Okay, now, okay, who else? Your other sister.
And then my other brother-in-law, my mom and dad.
All right, great. Now, and where'd you come in from?
Chicago, Minnesota.
Okay, great. Thanks for being here. Welcome.
My name's Nathan. I come from Detroit, Michigan. I brought with me my mom, my dad. I like the program here. It was interesting 12 weeks.
Great. Thanks for being here. Back row. Who do we got?
My name is Emmanuel from Las Vegas, and I'm here with my wife. And thank you all very much.
All right. You came in from Las Vegas? All right, great. Thanks for being here. All right.
I'm Ryan. Got my mom and dad from Memphis, and good experience.
All right. Well, welcome, and thanks for all the support that you've given our graduates through the past 12 weeks. We sure are glad that you're here and you're able to join us. Let's start out with remarks from our first student speaker, Kaylee Lane. What? Is Joshua going first? Okay. How about our first student speaker, Joshua Riffenberg? Where's the microphone? It's right there. It'll pick you up. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to do it.
Okay. First, just want to say just wow. You know, when we first came here, we thought this was going to be long, and it turns out it was actually quick. And I bet a lot of us felt like we're like, are we going to make this when we first got here? Like, are we going to make this? And by the midweek, we're like, we got this. We were just overthinking. Now, with every great success story, there's always a beginning. And completing this program is our beginning to start off our careers in industrial maintenance. And I just want to say that word career sounds so good. We can finally feel proud to say that we have a career in something, industrial maintenance. I know many of us feel relieved that our futures are on the right path to successful life and future. Our next journey is 2,000 hours of on-the-job learning. And along the way, we'll have failures. But don't be afraid of failing. As failing, we're able to learn. And if we don't learn, we can't change. You can't change, you cannot better yourself. And failing is different than failed. Failing is something you're in a progress of trying to do something or a task, but are not doing so well. That means you still have a chance to turn it around. Failed is when you're throwing the towel in and giving up. You decide that you gave up. And with that, one of the greatest advices I was ever given in my life was from my grandpa. You only failed when you stopped trying to succeed. And a certain way to succeed is always just to try one more time. On behalf of Cohort 57, I would like to thank the instructors and everyone that was involved in making this program possible, as we would not be here without you guys making this. We would not be able to have the start of our great careers that we're going to have. And I'm sure that in the next 10 years, we're going to look back on this and we're going to say, thank you. We're going to remember you. I'm certain of it. Would everyone in Cohort 57 join me in a round of applause for us and for the instructors for making this possible?
All right, great job. Thanks. Okay, thank you, Joshua. Okay, now for our second speaker, Kaylee Lane.
What's up, peeps?
What's up?
What's good? All right. Don't worry, I came prepared. I wrote something, but I'm going to speak from the heart first. This, at least for all of us, has been such a time. And us as a group and us individually have gone through so much and have done so much. And at the beginning, when we had to sit here and all stand up and say our names, say where we're from, we all looked around at a group of us going, okay, they just told us we need to put study groups together. I don't know any of y'all. We all come from so many different backgrounds and so many different areas. And at the end of this, I know that us as a group, it's been such a time. And I will remember, and I know that we will all remember each and every one of us in this time. We'll remember each other after this. We've grown so much and developed so much through this process. As individuals, as a group working, as partners in labs, and as academics. Some of us have shown it is never too late in life to get what you want, and the perseverance it takes later in life to do the things that you had a dream about before. We have shown that it doesn't matter what language barriers or learning hurdles that you have to push through to get it done, because we all started here together and we are all here together as well. Many of us throughout this program and in our own lives have had to fight battles from life outside of here. We've had to deal with the battles of learning in this area, but also life never stops. And I know, we all know amongst ourselves that we have had hurdles and many things thrown at us that we thought, how am I going to deal with life and deal with the constant need to go study our amatrals and read books and do that while still having to deal with paying rent or whatever family things are needed to happen outside of here. As a great poet once said, if you apply yourself to supply your wealth, only limitation you'll ever have are those you place upon yourself. Remember the perseverance it took to get to this point. When we were trying to figure out how to remember bushings and bearings, the importance of viscosity. When we had to, if it was the on delay or off delays, which we understood concepts, we had to remain zen with Ohm's law, how many Newton meters are in a Pascal and pneumatics, and whether we were syncing or sourcing our knowledge. In the very end, to PLC, we got the outputs that we wanted. It led us all to be right here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. We had goals and a vision of the life and the skills we wanted to get from this, and here we are taking it. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show people that they not like us. We have records of being the best class with the most female technicians. Yes. Girl power. And we all passed our silvers for the first 4 subjects. There we go. Subjects that we took. We were bussing out stuff as a class. And we did that. Each of you did that individually, and we all did that together. Together we have shown that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Oh, perfect. Anything is possible. Anything. Whether it's pneumatics or PLCs or AC/DC, we needed the sleep, y'all. We were pushing hard. We pushed through it all till the very, very end. It's been a wild ride with you guys all, and I hope that we all take this, the memories and everything that we've done together, that we take this to the end, okay? C57 for life.
Thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. That ranks up there amongst the top graduation speeches of all time. Really good. Carly, what do you think? Carly was actually a commencement speaker at her graduation. How did that one rank? How did those 2 speeches rank?
Fantastic.
Huh?
Very proud of you.
Definitely. Top 10.
100%.
For sure. Thank you. All right. Normally, Michael Getchell, who heads up the management side of this program for Amazon, is here. Michael couldn't be here. But I will, I've done, 56 of these previously with Michael, or most of them. And I do want to remind you, of what your earliest conversations with Michael were when you came in here. And Michael always reminds classes at graduation about this, which is when you got here 12 weeks ago, one of the questions that was asked was, what's your why? Why are you here? And there are a lot of different whys. But usually they revolve around yourself, improving yourself, your family, which is improving the prospects for your family and the people that depend on you, and your community, and being able to be a better, more knowledgeable, and more resourceful person in your community. And so I hope that this class reinforced what your why is. In my case, particularly as it pertains to career, it's really simple for me. I mean, I wake up every day, and my why is, how can I make as many positive impacts on people's lives today through my job? And I'm very fortunate because I got a great job that allows me to get up and do my why every day. And I hope that this job, and the positions that you hold going forward, if it's this one from now till forever, or if it's other ones, help fulfill your why, and help you understand that, while there's lots of nuts and bolts about fulfilling your MRA requirements and this, that, and the other that Michael's talking to you about, it does come back to what's your why, and fulfilling that. We, in addition to Michael at Amazon, definitely want to thank our other third-party providers. Many of you are employed by those. So CBRE, CWS, ELS, JLL, and logistics. Thanks to all of them for supporting this program, sponsoring you in this program. We couldn't do this program, as you know, without outstanding instructors. And so for the friends, the graduates here have gotten to know these instructors over the last 12 weeks, and they know who they are and what their qualifications are and what their knowledge base is. But just to let family and friends know a little bit more, we've got a great group of instructors who teach this programming. And every one of them were selected to train in this program because, number one, they had knowledge in the industry. I think all of our graduates know from being in class with all of our instructors, when a situation comes up in a class or in a lab, most all of our instructors have encountered that situation on the line somewhere in their previous experience. So they all come with great industry experience, but they're also all great teachers. It's one thing to have knowledge of how things happen on the line and how you fix them, but being able to translate that knowledge and experience to the classroom and then get that knowledge from their heads into your heads, from those books into your heads, that's a whole different matter. And all of our instructors are very committed to teaching and really understand how that works. So I do want to thank the instructors in this program: Kurt Bedwell, Joshua Brett. Yeah, you can share. Yeah, go ahead. Stephen Corey. Yeah. Hubie Holland. Charles Martin. Wesley Rourke. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Wesley working with you guys earlier this week. You got getting that last silver done, so that's really great. Larry Tennant and Rocky Wolf. So thanks to all of our instructors. Definitely wanted to thank Carly Pummel, who was here with you guys when you got started. And Carly's gotten a promotion and moved over to another area of the university. We congratulate her on that, but we thank you, Carly, for all the work that you put in through 30 cohorts of coordinating this program. And then we've got Rochelle Irwin, who's taken over in her spot. And so, Rochelle, thank you for getting this thing going today and taking over from there. No graduation is complete without hearing from our faculty who've been here every step of the way. And today's instructor speech is by Dan Sinescu. Dan.
Well, C57, here we are one more time. Let me take up about 5 minutes of your time, all right? Big day. Okay. I got 3 words for you, and I want you to take with you and carry with you from this point forward. Okay. Motivation, teamwork, and integrity. Okay. These are 3 very important key components of us as technicians out in the workplace, human beings, will help make us to be successful. Okay. So motivation, you've all shown great motivation by coming here, signing up to be part of this program, sticking it out for the 12 weeks, going through all the different sections of trainings, all the stress you've been through. Okay. You all pulled together and you've shown teamwork. That teamwork is something that's helped each of you cross the different hurdles, and they all came at you differently. At certain points, it hit certain individuals a certain way, where the other ones were stronger and they helped that other one. Okay? That teamwork is going to be a component you have to take with you along with that motivation. The final thing, and this is very important, integrity. Okay? Maintain your integrity at all times. When it's hard, when it's easy, when it's in between, maintain your integrity. Integrity is being and doing the right thing all the time. You hear what I'm saying? Whether you're alone, by yourself somewhere working on a problem, or you're with a bunch of your team members and you have all them witness what you're doing and what you're saying and where you're at. Maintain your integrity. That will go with you. That will help you have a high quality of work and help you have good, fruitful outcomes in what you're doing. You are going to have to take these three things, this motivation, this teamwork that you've learned, the integrity that you have and you have to maintain, because you are at the start of your journey in the technical work field. And we've had several discussions on topic, off topic, real world, weaving it in and out of what's in the textbooks, right? You're going to need all three of these things as you go to your facilities and you hop in with your senior trainer for that 2,000 hours and you start to learn your facility. So many times we talk about that, right? You've learned the base understanding, the base systems of all these things that are going to come together at your facility, but now you have to go learn that thumbprint of your facility. How does your facility work? What systems do you have? Okay? You got to take all these things together with you. And that's going to lead to a good, fruitful, and long career, I hope. And I hope that each and every one of you get to whatever goals and future aspirations that you have. If it's to get into controls, if it's to get into management, whatever that is, go towards your goals. And if you maintain these three things that we just talked about, that's going to set you up as good as you possibly can imagine to get there. Okay? So motivation, teamwork, and integrity. Okay? Congratulations. It's been a pleasure working with all of you and an honor. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Really appreciate that. The quick story, I was out in Kent, Washington, visiting Amazon facility a while back, and it's one of those places where they got kind of experimental stuff going on. There are two pallets of boxes sitting next to each other. And from down one hallway, guy comes walking along. He's got a hand jack, right? He's pulling it behind him. He walks up to the pallet, jacks it up, pulls it away down the hallway where it came from, right? And then about 30 seconds later, from another hallway, here comes an AGV, right? Automated guided vehicle. Nobody with it. And it comes down the hallway about the same speed the guy did with the hand jack. Pulls right up to the second pallet, jacks it up because it's got a little fork on the front of it, jacks it up, and then puts right back down the hallway in the other direction, right? And everybody who's watching this occur, said to themselves, which one of these jobs do you think is going to be around longer? The person pushing the hand jack and pulling this thing out manually, or the programmers who program that AGV, and the maintenance techs who maintain that AGV and keep it rolling, and the folks who lay the lines in the warehouse so that AGV knows where it's going. It's the folks running the AGVs. And I tell you that because you've set out now on a new path and a new career where you have the skills to go to that future workforce. And you have removed potentially some of those barriers that might have put you in a position of having your job as the person that rolls that hand jack manually down the hallway from getting eliminated. So the future is so bright for all of you. Just stay on the front edge of technology. Go pursue this in every way that you possibly can, and you're all going to be great successes. We now come to the formal part of this ceremony, and we're going to invite Jerry Rubel up to hand out certificates. Brett McCandless to read the names. We're going to hand out the certificates, right? Okay. So when your name's called, come forward. get your certificate. Friends and family members, if you want to take photos, you can do that at the time. So don't hesitate to do that. But also you can stick around afterwards. So we'll keep that banner up, and so you got plenty of time to take other photos. Okay. Ready? I'm ready. Carly's also going to take photos, and they'll go up on Shine at some point, right?
Yeah, they'll be on time like 15 minutes after the ceremony.
All right, 15 minutes.
Carly, music didn't come on.
Uh-oh.
I can't wait.
We're going to call you.
I did the same thing I do every time.
Brett McCandless.
What happened?
Why do you do this to me? Just a few technical difficulties.
Hey,
There we
hey.
go.
Ready? Okay. Mario Aguilera.
One step away. Right there.
Good?
A little bit more stop right there. Got it.
Mohammed Ball.
Got it.
Ethan Brady.
Got it.
Suman Gogana.
All right. Got it.
Martin Gonzalez.
Got it.
Luis Gutierrez.
Got it.
Isaiah Hart. Cassian Hill. Haley Lane. Rosalinda Lovato. Mary Beth Lunt. Nathan Lusk. Jordan Miller. Johnny Pagro. Emmanuel Talent. Joshiel Red.
I know. Thank you.
Joshua Riffenberg. Kelly Satterley. Ryan Smith.
We're getting close. We got one more piece to go. We got two more pieces. One more piece before you guys throw your hat. Okay. Do want to thank again Jerry Rubel, who heads up all this training, and Brett McCandless, our lead instructor. Tons of experience, great guys. Proud to call them my professional colleagues and friends. So thanks again. Great job. The next thing is the turning of the tassels. After we turn our tassels, we're going to come over. We're going to get a group shot. Okay. And then you can do whatever you want with your hat. Okay. All right. Okay. Formal piece that goes with the academic part of this. Will the candidates qualifying for the certificate of program completion please stand? That's everybody in cap and gown. Yes, you got it. It is my privilege to certify that these candidates meet the necessary qualifications for the conferring of the Certificate of Program Completion in Mechatronics and Robotics. The faculty has prepared the students to meet the requirements of Vincennes University and join me in recommending that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Vincennes University Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer on you the Certificate of Program Completion in Mechatronics and Robotics with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. All right, please sit. Brett's got a couple of closing remarks. Then if the graduates will assemble over here, we're going to take a group photo or two or three, and then we'll be adjourned. So thanks. Brett.
So I know you're all eager to get out of here, so I've cut my talk down to under an hour. I know there's basically just 5 things I wanted to mention. First, I wanted to clear up something that people may have mistaken on Kaylee's PowerPoint, that the students in those pictures were not sleeping in class. They were in deep prayer before they're taking their Sock of Silver exam. Okay, so I just want to point that out. Second point is that I just always, I know it's been said before, but make sure when you leave here that you take with you what you've accomplished here, because it's not easy. It is a difficult program, but all the obstacles and things that came before you that you overcame because you're still here, right? Just take those with you when you go out, and whether on a job or in personal life, understand that you have what it takes to overcome these things, to work through things, and to persevere, okay? So just don't forget that when you leave here. Furthering your education, again, you know you have what it takes to do college level work. You know how to study now, right? How to prepare for tests, how to take notes, all those things. And so now you shouldn't be intimidated in any way about taking any further education or classes. And even on the job at work, taking advantage of any training that you're given, and always, being eager to be the person that takes on new challenges, all right? Because you've got what it takes to accomplish that. When you do go to work, don't forget safety, and make sure you're practicing the things we talked about here in safety. Always take a look around and take just those few seconds before you go to do something to make sure that's being done safely, okay? And last, very important thing is when you leave here, don't forget to turn your room key in, okay? All right.
Okay, thanks. All right. And with that, congratulations, graduates. Let's go get our picture taken, and we're now adjourned. Thank you, everybody.